How's it going, everybody? Hope everybody had a great Memorial Day weekend. For those of you in the States, for those of you outside of the States, hope you guys had a good weekend as well. Next time, feel free to join in on the festivities. What did I do with that? I don't know. One moment. Let me see. All right, well, maybe I moved it. Maybe we find it in the mess. There's a mess. There be mess upon mess upon mess. Anyway, Jeff, Phil, what's up, my Australian friends? Martin, Gergman, Vince, Martin, Brad, Penguin, how's it going, man? It's a disaster area that is a desk with project in process. If you clean it up, how will you find anything? Well, sir, you want your vacation to start? Jonathan, what's up, bud? LTX, how's it going? I saw Jose post a picture of his Lazy Susan. Looked fantastic. So let's see. We need to move some things, right? Let's move this box. Just gonna set this right over here. Boom. Holy cow. What is going on with the picture in this thing? Goodness gracious. That was weird. Yeah, one of the kids was tweaking, that's for sure. LDO, who would have guessed? What? Anyway, here be it the iPad that I was just looking for. Let's adjust my little stand. The camera is still going batshit crazy, isn't it? I don't know. If you would like to donate to the Get Alex Pro Streamer equipment, please feel free. Links are in the description. Stream Elements will probably post a link as well at some point. Clownhammer, what's up? Ethernet cable. Need to go back on this thing. All right. We've got 2 more tool heads but we're reprinting the ducts. Apparently there's a mod that lets you add magnets to the face of these so that in addition to your magnets down here, you got magnets in the front, and it just holds that in there real nice and secure. Oh yeah, what did everybody get for Clee Day? And then of course we've got these two tool heads here. These two need wires extended. Belts came in, but we're waiting on new Y rails because, oh, well, now it's moving. But the other day, yeah, real freaking gritty. This rail is more than a little messed up, I think. But I am curious to hear what you guys got, if you got anything for Clee Day. For those that do not know, Clee Day comes once a year. There's a member of the Voron community named Clee. It falls on his birthday. And it's just I don't know. It's a Voron version of Black Friday. Four rolls of Ambrosia ASA and a red Trident frame. Nice. You're turning your Ender 3v2 into an Enderant. Awesome, awesome. All you got for Clee Day was yelled at by Mrs. Maker because she saw my cart on Drummic's website. Well, sir, you got to be more stealthy. Clownhammer got the wife a dragster kit. Awesome. Yeah. Dragster kit's available now from Fabrico. Also, Fabrico has structural panels now. So a couple new products over the weekend. Luke, how's it going, man? You didn't get anything on Clee Day? Well, that's all right, because you've got an entire store, right? You just walk into the store and you give yourself a discount. That's what you do. You're like, you know what, self? Today and today only, I'm going to give this to you at cost. Stealthchanger kit. Nice. What do you mean by box turtle upgrade? Did they put out a upgrade kit for that now? Did I miss that? I know they had the Apex extruders, but you had to buy those individually for $20 a piece, which I thought was a little bit of a ask. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty big ask for those. Individually, it's not bad, but when you got to buy 4 of them to upgrade your extruders on your box turtle, taking the price of your box turtle with enclosure from $500 to $600 to like $600, like that's no small amount of funds. We put those in there. These too many to fit in here. What do we do? More scoops. Yeah, there's a box turtle 1.1, 1 point whatever thing. Upgraded respooler things. I guess they're getting rid of the N20 motors. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. But I feel like there should be a package deal option with those Apex extruders gear sets, right? It's pretty much used for one thing. Why are we selling them individually? Offer me a 4-pack at a discount. You know, 4 of them for $50. And then all of a sudden, I'm a buyer, you know? I do what? That box turtle work. I don't know what I'm gonna put that on, by the way. Maybe 2.4. Also, my bit of little fancy if-else code work for setting the G-code offset for Z on the 2.4. So I'm going to use that elsewhere. Basically what I did was the same kind of if-then thing for, you know, heat soaks, where, you know, if the bed's at above 90, it would heat soak for 10 minutes and wait for the chamber temperature and yada 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 yada. And if it was below that the bed temperature was below that, it just do a heat soak for 5 minutes and carry on. I stole that logic and applied it to the offset for the nozzle, right? Because it probes the bed and sets the offset with the beacon, but the nozzle's at 150. So then by the time the nozzle heats up to, you know, printing temp, the nozzle's expanded some. And that kind of takes care of that. And, you know, it's 0.05 for basically PLA temps and 0.2 for ABS temps. And they've integrated full Prusa released a bunch of vids in the last 24 hours. They have integrated full spectrum and one upped it with color recommendation platform built in the Prusa slicer and easy print. Nice. We had a discussion over the weekend, and Captain, who's not here right now, has been working on writing a website or program or whatever it is to do to help people pick colors for their prints, right? Because by and large, the 3D printing community is so bad at picking colors for stuff. All right. Anyway, so if you put in a spool of filament, it pulls from different vendor websites. So let's say you go using like his example was Polymaker teal. What are complementary colors for it, right? And it pulls up different filament colors from different manufacturers that would be a complementary color to that. To help those who missed color theory in art class, or who are maybe colorblind, you never know. So I think that's pretty cool. All right. So we're waiting on rails, but that doesn't mean we can't knock some stuff out on this thing. Let's see. Let's shove stuff out of the way. Here we go. We'll just shove it out of the way. We push you over that. So we can get rid of stuff. I think we're going to install the bed onto the printer. So here is the bed. You can't see. All right, these are blaster pots. That is not the bed. We got bed heater. We got build plate and magnet. And then we got the bed itself. Good, good, very good, very good. All right, good. Paper towel and some ISO. Do you guys have a preferred method for when you apply heaters and what have you to your build plates? Carefully. Jeff, I hear you're installing monoliths, sir. It's off the pad on that, so I'm gonna have to trim that.
Everything that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a lover's fight without an alibi. It took my innocence without an alibi.
Just a couple of fans to heat up the chamber. Oh, so I guess I was told wrong then. Somebody said you were putting monolith in your 2.4. The monolith gantry. All right. Let's see here. Great, great. Very good, very good. All right. Now, I'm going to take make mark for where I need to cut magnet on other side. You know, these used to, the Formbot ones used to come with the magnet and the heater already installed on these things. I don't know whatever happened with that, but they do not anymore. All right, now I got some little nips for where I need to cut for the screws to mount this. I'm sure there is some better way to do this. I'm sure Phil will tell me what it is. Phil, what's the best way to cut the round hole for the magnet in the magnet for the mounting? No, Phil, no, tell me. Special secret, I suppose. Use your teeth. Countersink bit. Yeah, that would be great. I don't have one though. Or I might actually. Get off there. Yeah, there's that. We have successfully put holes in magnet. All right. Back to this side. Now to put heater on. Oh, pick up my X-Acto knife. All right. This one's a little easier to put on. Lovely, love it. Now we're going to attach our thermistor. No, it's thermistor. Thermal fuse. I don't need one this long. Thermal fuse attached. Let's find the bag of wires. See if there is a ground wire. SSR and cap screw PCB. It's the frame. That's the bed. Just because I doubt highly that that length of wire is going to work with whatever wiring setup we do. That'd be short. We're going to skip that. Look at the world's cutest filament runout sensor. What'd you miss? We put a heater and magnet on this bed. Now we're going to go over here to my bag of wires, and we're going to get some green wire so that I am sure to have enough wire to ground this thing. I'm 100% positive that that's going to be long enough. Love it. All right. Let's go get an eyelet to crimp onto this thing. We have the official grounding eyelet. Official grounding eyelet. See? The official. Very official. Very fuzzy. Then we come over here and get our automotive stripper crimpers. It does. It looks very official, isn't it? It is officially official. I'm gonna screw that on here. Now the bed is grounded. It's important to stay grounded, you know? Put our bed over here. Nice double-sided PEI sheet. We've got insulators. No kinematic bed mount on this one. Actually, this one needs to go back there. That one needs to go up there. And now we rotate the printer. This is where one of those LTX Lazy Susans would come in hand.
Do you remember how you held me then?
If you haven't checked out LTX's Lazy Susan things, you really should. If you build printers, really if you build much of anything, it's not just printers, right? So, got a bit of good news. I'm trying not to get my hopes up about it, okay? I'm trying not to get my hopes up about it. But if everybody could collectively cross their fingers for me on this one, I'd be appreciative, right? So, the thing with my son about whether or not he was going to move here to Ohio from New Jersey. He's been, you know, working as a mechanic for Hyundai since he graduated last year. His girlfriend had planned to go to medical school in Durango, Mexico, I guess. But I guess she was talking to him and she doesn't want to do that now. And potentially the plan might be after she graduates here at the end of June, they might move here. Her do medical school here at Ohio State University or something. I guess there's a couple different options they're kicking around, but it would be freaking awesome to have my son here in Ohio. I, of course, told him that, you know, if they came here, you're welcome to, we'd move stuff around for them to have one of the bedrooms until they got on their feet and got a place of their own. I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but that does prove to be an extremely difficult thing to do. Not get your hopes up about something like that, you know? I feel like we're gonna need something longer than a 12. 16? There's one. 2. That's 3. That's 4.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. And cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right?
Just because the smooth side has a little film on it to protect it, we're going to put that side up. Patrick, how's it going, sir? What do you guys think? Does that look sexy? I think it looks sexy, right? Bringing sexy back over here. All right.
Full steam through the setbacks. You can't win them all. But I'm proud I tried. I'm glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. I'm taking risks. I'm casting off
These
without
wires need to go down to the bottom.
Forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. And cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the
They're a little wrapped around each other.
Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel?
I think maybe it might be a good idea, just as like a little bit of a strain relief. Where did I put those? There they are. Well, clip.
I could always be the one you wanna call when it's cold outside. I will always be the one that's right here standing by your
The zip tie these wires off to the side. Somewhere is my pliers. Working on assembling Nerf blasters. So tools are getting a little bit discombobulated. Who am I kidding? The entire garage is discombobulated. All right. Oh, there goes more things onto the floor. Thank you, Siri. Guitar. There we go. What do we got? Guys are awfully quiet tonight. Where are my party people at? Where are my party people at? I'm gonna pour myself a little bit of Coke. You guys can do the same. Busy modifying printer.cfg. Brad, you're not boring at all, sir. On background tonight, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Eating some dinner. Luke, I hope it was tacos. It is Taco Tuesday. Plan is not to turn anything on. What did Jeremy smoke? Lo mein leftovers. Man, I would love some Chinese food. I've been wanting Chinese food for, what, months, guys? For all those that hang out in my Discord chat all the time, know that I've been talking about Chinese food for months now. Getting your races in so you don't get booted off your crew. What kind of races? Is working on something on stream. CSR2 drag racing. Is that a like phone game? I've never heard of a drag racing game for anything other than cell phones. Oh, okay. I know my son was doing some drag racing video game on his phone years ago. He did it all the way to Florida in the car. Okay. We have two options, okay? I need everybody to tell me in chat, do you want to see the top hat built next or the clicky clack door built next? Which one do we build? What do we put on here now? Clicky clack door or top hat? What do we do first? Clicky clack door. We got one vote for clicky clack door. Clicky clack door. Tried drag racing, but my wife kept getting upset that I borrowed her clothes. We got another vote for top hat. We got 1-1. Catrum, welcome to the chat, sir. Or ma'am, I don't know. Either way, welcome. Two votes for top hat and tails. Yes. Yes. Everybody, the only appropriate tuxedo is a tuxedo with tails. Now I've got an image of Jeff in high heels. Damn it. Oh, sweet. How far along are you on your Stealthchanger build?
This is the
I like how
future.
he just slyly called me an old man. Damn it. The only image I'm gonna have stuck in my head now.
This
Yeah,
is
you were
the
pretty
future.
far along on your Stealthchanger, weren't you, Luke? We got 2 votes for top hat. So top hat going once. Top hat going twice. I know there's a delay in chat, so I'm gonna give you a second here. Can system went belly up, so rebuilding with the electronics bay on the side. Nice. I've wanted one. DLL PDF has a side pack. Tried it, like heavy duty frame. It's like 40/40 extrusions and stuff like that. I've wanted one of those frames for years, but I cannot justify the cost of it. So it looks like we're building top hat, ladies and gentlemen. We're building top hat. So it sounds like I need
This
to
is the
move
future.
some stuff, right?
Human error. Evolution.
Where's Jose when you need him? I don't have instructions for this top hat whatsoever.
This is the future.
Now,
Evolution.
we got Boxo hardware. Got some bearings. We got 2 empty boxes. I think this has the door buffer extrusion in it as well. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what it is. So this one has little pegs that go in there. Physical builds complete. Initial software config done. Need to start the calibration and commissioning process. What is the commissioning process? This should probably be built on whatchamacallit, but I'm not going to get the granite plate down. Oh yeah, that's right, I set an extrusion up there. Whoopsies! Alright, so there's my missing tweezers. So, what do we got now? A little less than 3 weeks to Murph. Is that right? All right, there we go. $17 days. All right. We're getting pretty close. Go over here and look up this LDO top hat. Okay, well, there's that. Stealthchanger. Going dock. Manual. printed top hat. There's a bill guide, top hat, extrusion top hat. Awesome. The Stealthchanger manual stuff is fantastic, by the way. Very good. All right. M5 by 16s. Got a better idea. Electric screwdriver. Tell you what, the more and more I build this, the more and more I want to build one of these for myself. They're apparently up to almost 300 serials for Stealthchangers now, which while a very small percentage of Vorons are Stealthchangers, that is way more than I thought there would be. Very nice, Gergwin, very nice. Glad you got that fixed, man. I need to pick up a cartographer for the E3NG. I'm having huge issues with the BD sensor just being really inconsistent. I'm sure there's a mount for it. Now you got me double guessing, second guessing myself. All right, go to E3NG. No, not my E3NG. Go over to printables, I guess. The NG is awesome. Oh shit. There's stealth skirts for the E3 NG, guys. Holy cow, Persa. It's getting to be annoying. Add this to printer stuff. Hit the like button. Come over here. Look at this, guys. There's stealth skirts for it. That is freaking sick. I love the stealth skirts. No. Anyway. Oh my God. There's how you type in the E3NG for, and it does not give you I just want the E3NG page. Oh my God. Somewhere in here will be the 3NG. Trying to look for one that is most likely to have actually linked back to the original model. Rod brace. Fucking Christ, thank God. Files. Tool head. Oh, hot end. Tool head probe. Clicky PCB. Yep. Here's beacon mounts. That'll work with the cartographer. Yep. So there is mounts. What there was. That took way too long, by the way, to find. The search algorithm on this is terrible. Okay, let's see. You weren't able to get good first layers into it. I really like the cartographer, man. It performs exceedingly well. You found 3 Ender V3s for under $50 in town sales. Nice. I don't know if you can use the V3 on this or not to build like an NG. I think you need an Ender 3 Pro or an Ender 3 V2. I'm not entirely positive on that, but I'm pretty sure. Takes more parts. All right. Look back over here. Extrusion top hat. Step 2 of 16. All right. Move this so I can get by. All right. I didn't know that there was a way to tell on Facebook Marketplace to tell it to give you a notification. So odd to see Orca seeing your bamboo now. Nice, you got that that fork of what is it, bamboo Orca? One of my vaping, so this is an empty tank, but it's cactus jackfruit. I need to go fill it up before I burn that coil. More info on the Saval tool changer. Going to be modeled off a Trident and not a 2.4. How? Unless it's got, so in order to do a Stealthchanger on the Trident, you got to have insert the, so your entire docking system has to move up and down, right? Yep, noms. That is correct. My man knows his vape juice. You manage a vape shop. Nice. Steven, what's up, bud? Yeah. Every time renders and stuff, you get a general idea, but that's about all you get out of a render, right? It is going to be a tool changer. It looks like it's going to be 6 tools, but who knows? So one of the reasons why everybody hates renders, right? Yes, stealth skirts for the NG. You did hear correct. There's a link for the skirts. Yeah, hopefully they do well with it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Sovo could be like an index system. The renders show like wires running to the tool head, 6 wires running to the tool heads though. So that implies like standalone tool heads, but you never know. It could be a knockoff index system. If you have a link for that information, Gergman, send it over to me. Skirts are nice and breezy. Wore a kilt one time for something. I can't remember what it was. An art next up building a tool changer will be artillery, the M2 Plus. Yeah, Brad, you've had not so great luck with the artillery there. Is anybody really still doing belt printers? I mean, you got, what's his name, doing that Crooked Crow printer. But outside of that, seems like any interest in belt printers has long since died. I would still like to get my hands on a CR30 to do a one-piece dragster frame. I honestly thought that the one-piece dragster frame was going to fit on Steven's Venture XL, but no luck on that. It's too big even for the Venture XL. Yeah, the baby belt is really cool. I would like to build one for the sake of building one. I just don't know how much use I would ever get out of the thing. So I built the Delta Flyer, and that was a really fun build, and it does get used. I mean, it doesn't get a crap ton of hours on it, but I think it's up to like 100 hours on that thing. Well, I still wouldn't let me take a baby belt on vacation either. You use your Delta Flyer for printing the centers for singles records. I don't understand. Like a record player? Okay. I got you now. I've got a record player sitting right there. It's one of the cheap, like Crosley ones from Walmart. I've got a good one upstairs. I just don't know if it's any good. It needs an amp and stuff to hook that up. And I've got hundreds and hundreds of records. Hey, does anyone know, does the top hat have a way to like latch in the front? What's wrong with your new octopus mount, Phil? Get more rain. What? We're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches of rain here, man. I need it to stop freaking raining. What the actual fuck is that, Phil? Oh shit, alright. Phil's new octopus mount. Jiminy Christmas, dude. It does need more arms. So at current count, I've got 4 arms on the octopus. So we've got 1 arm that's coming out and doing this squiggly thing. And then what I'm assuming would be another arm that's coming out doing this squiggly bit. Yeah, that's not an octopus, that's quadrupus, okay? Yes, mouth needs to be more open, okay? Let's see. So this is our Stovall tees, the lead screw coupler. Which, why aren't you using integrated lead screws? Well, the poll is closed, and looks like Brad's next project will be Moab. We've got awesome looking Stealthchanger build over here. Looking good, looking good. I love the purple extrusions. Is that a LDO purple, or is that purple from DFH? Looks like it might be the LDO purple frame, which they weren't around for very long. They got a purple door as well to match it. Maybe DLL PDF. Interested in that. If it's DLL PDF, you got to send the top hat, get that to match. There's a guy selling a Voron in town for $500. Ooh, yeah. Well, that's freaking sweet. That is sweet. Oh, it said it right underneath of it if I had read. If I just read a little further, I would have known the answer to my own question. All right. That's a pretty good deal. One of the video series we might be doing in the future here is taking a 2.4 that was purchased off Facebook Marketplace and going through it for what all you should do with a 3D printer when you buy a used one. Like a used Voron anyway. That's one of those deals where I'd say at 500 bucks, it's worth getting, knowing and understanding that there's probably going to be some stuff you need to replace. Understand that you're going to be tearing it all the way apart, reprinting everything. That's fair. That's very fair. All right, so set this over here. And get out panels. But if you decide to go that route, so it's risky but so it is, there is some risk at $500, right? Because if you're having what's a foreign bot kit now, like $850 for a 2.4, $350. So if you end up sinking $350 or more into it, you're at what it would have cost you just to get a kit. But you could also potentially save money. It really just depends. But the Discord community's there, man. We're in there all the time. We're more than willing to help folks out, work their way through any problems that you might encounter if you go that route, or even if you get a kit, man. So make sure to join the Discord, link in the description. We're in voice chat every day, for most of the day. So feel free to hop in the voice chat, chat with us, post whatever you need help with, whatever. Oh, nice. How are you liking the H2S? What's a config file? I love how much of a hard time Phil and Jeff give one another. There it is. Looking for the foam tape. Nice, Phil. All right, so now we apply foam tape. When you guys are bored, because I'm sitting here applying foam tape to panels, just remember you voted for this. Miko Mix, how's it going? No, we're building the top hat for the Stealthchanger. Oh, did you pick up the Polymax PC? Yeah, I think it prints fantastic. These are not the panels you set. I do not believe you set panels for the side of the top hat. Or did you? You did send panels for the side of the top hat. Yep, you did send panels. Good catch. I will remove this tape off stream. Yeah. Get off of it. Yeah, I don't have enough. I don't have enough extrusion, but close. Man, I really want a set of those. I talked to Hector about them at Rocky Mountain, obviously. We had discussed maybe me doing a set on stream, or maybe working out a deal for a set of them. But I haven't heard anything, so I don't know. So here's the thing, right? So, I am a small channel, right? And as such, companies look at that and go, are we going to see a return on our investment, right? The viewers that they have, are they interested in this, right? So if I was 100,000 subscriber channel with, you know, 4,000 people watching my live streams, right? It would be a pretty simple, yeah, we'll send him whatever he wants. But when you're a small channel, and particularly when you get into things that are a larger price tag like that, if you want to see that kind of stuff done on my channel or anybody else's channel that's a small time channel, leave comments on the videos, right? The comments in chat during live stream are great, but that stuff is poof gone after the live stream. So go into the video after the stream is done, leave a comment saying, hey, I'd love to see this, right? Because then we can pull that information, pull those comments, and send it to companies and say, hey, look, I got, you know, 50 people asking to see me look at your whatever, your product, your printer, your software, whatever it may be, right? To show companies that there is interest amongst the viewers of this channel to see a product or to get more information about a product or anything like that, right? And then it makes it make more sense to a company to sponsor product for a small channel. I've got some ACM. It might be enough to do a full set of panels, but ACM, if you've ever worked with it, it's no more structural than acrylic or whatnot, really. As far as a structural panel would go. Mr. Heathen, how are you, sir? Like, we were talking about the Sobol, right? I would love to be able to, after the Stealthchanger's done, do a comparison between the Stealthchanger and the new printer that they're putting out, right? Yeah, that's one nice thing about ACM. ACM is extremely easy to cut with just a utility knife. Yeah, it's fair. They definitely be better no ACM or no structural panels. Tis for sure. Now we load lots of rolling nuts. Lots and lots of nuts.
Inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines,
Did you send me an image there, Phil?
no more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around
Ooh,
once.
that's no bueno.
Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. And cancel the cruise control.
Yeah, printer shutting off when they're trying to heat it up. What's it shut? Is it giving you a clipper error that we can kind of get some sort of idea of why?
Full steam through the setbacks. You can't win them all, but I'm proud I tried. I'm glad we had a dialogue. It's good to shape the mind. Speeding up the pace, turning up the heat. Where I need to be for the first time. I'm taking risks. I'm casting off without a lifeline. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. And cancel the cruise control. Switching the manual. Don't you wanna feel right again? Don't you wanna feel whole? Don't you wanna feel?
Yeah, I'd like to do something on the Trident, but what, when, if, who knows?
right here, standing by your side. Open up your heart and let me in. I promise not to break you. I promise I'll be all that you want. So let me in my heart before. Let me in. Oh, your love explodes. Our heart implodes. Your love explodes. Our hearts implode.
Nice, nice. Later, Miko Mix. Enjoy your lunch. These panel clips are crappy, but they are going to get replaced with the little flippy clips. I need to get those printing actually. Actually, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to put these even on. Yeah, it doesn't make much sense to put these on because I gotta print out the other one. Put these screws back in this bag. Did you ever figure out why it popped, Phil? Right, so at this point I gotta print these clips and so I can put these panels on. Well, I've got whatchamacallit printing right now, so I'll get them printed tomorrow. If I'm able to, I'll come back tomorrow evening and do another stream. Right now, there's so many freaking medical appointments going on that streaming during the day is pretty much impossible. So streams will be in the evening for right now, I guess. Pretty good, man. I'd say probably around 80% of I'd say it's feelings back about 80%, which is pretty good. When you move the board down the DIN rail, it traps the NeoPixel 5-volt line on the through-hole stub of a 24-volt pin. Yep, that'd do it. That would do it. So you pierced your 5-volt line with like the back of a pin on one of the 24-volt things, like a fan or something like that. That sucks, man. There's a picture of the wire. Yeah, it's an expensive pinched wire. So, anyway, we'll be back. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow. I'm just trying to jump around and do as much of this as I can.
This is the
Even if
future.
it's not exactly in the optimal order you'd want to do it in. Right now we're waiting on some MGN 9 rails,
Evolution.
some magnets, I think.
This is the future.
So that's why we're kind of jumping around a bit.
Evolution.
All right, have a good one, Phil. Later, Jeff. Yep, we're gonna call it here. Thank you everyone for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, join the Discord. Links
This
in the
is the
description for all different ways to support the channel, become channel member, tips, Patreon, all that sort of stuff. Couple affiliate links for Amazon. Polymaker 1 doesn't work anymore, I don't think. I think they shut that down and you had to reapply. I tried to reapply, their website didn't work. But who cares? Only one person ever bought one spool of filament using my affiliate link for Polymaker anyway. With that, guys, have a nice evening. Take care. We'll see you back here later this week.